Diffusing light tutorial for filmmakers and photographers. In this video, we are going to explore diffusing light by using muslin, by bouncing light off of it, and shooting light through it. We will also compare how it looks versus a traditional softbox. In case you didn't know, muslin is a natural cotton fabric. We are using the unbleached type. We make light softer by bouncing it off of a surface or by shooting it through a diffusion material. Sometimes we even do both. Here you see a light without any diffusion. It's a small light source and therefore causes strong shadows. Look at the snowman's nose. Here's the same light with some diffusion on it. The shadows are softer because the light source is bigger. Diffusion makes the light source bigger and shadows softer. Softer light is generally more flattering when shooting people, although hard light is certainly an option if that's the mood you are looking for. We're using the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera in this tutorial. First, let's take a look at the shot without any lighting gear. As you can see, the existing lighting is not very flattering. The first thing I'm going to do is change the bulb in the practical light. A practical light is any light that you can see within a shot. I'm going to replace the bulb with a TP-Link Smart Wi-Fi LED bulb. I like this bulb because its color temperature is adjustable. It could be very cool, warm, or anything in between, and it can be dimmed. I like the control that it offers. The next thing I'm going to do is close the blinds in the room to block out any incoming sunlight. We want full control over the lighting in this room. Let's set up the muslin now. I'm using 2 light stands and some clamps. I'll raise the 2 light stands and clamp the muslin across them. Next, I'll set up my daylight balanced Godox VL300 LED light. I like this light because it's quite bright, dimmable, and has excellent light quality. No noticeable green tint. After turning on the light, I noticed right away that the daylight balanced light being bounced off of the unbleached muslin is a little warm due to the unbleached muslin's color. To better match the light, I'll warm up our practical light bulb a little bit by lowering its color temperature. Let's see how the bounced light off of the muslin looks on the skin. In my opinion, it looks pretty good. Bouncing the light into the muslin has created a large, warm, soft light. I'm not loving that the doorway is dark. I'll put a Godox VL150 in the hall. To warm it up, I'll add an orange gel. To break up the light a little, I'll put a tree branch in front of it. It adds some shadowy texture to the wall in the background. I like that look a little better. Next, let's set up a black reflector and place it next to where our subject is sitting, on the opposite side of where the muslin is placed. This acts as a negative fill and creates deeper shadows on the side of the face. It adds a little more drama to the shot, if that's what you're going for. Now let's see what happens when we shoot light through the muslin instead of bouncing light off of it. This also creates a nice diffused look. Maybe not quite as soft as using the muslin as a bounce, but still very soft. Let's try another scenario. This time we will bounce light off of the white side of our reflector and then it will travel through the muslin and onto our subject. This creates very soft light. Our shadows are super soft. The only negative side to this approach is that it eats up a lot of the light's power. Having a bright light is very helpful. Finally, let's remove the muslin altogether and use a traditional softbox. This softbox bounces light into a silver umbrella, and then the light travels through white diffusion material. To keep the soft light more directional, I've attached a honeycomb grid. This keeps the light from spilling all over the background of our shot. I've also placed the white side of the reflector near the chair as a fill light. Because this light is not as warm as the bounced muslin light, I'll take the orange gel off of our background light so the color temperature of all the lights match. Because the softbox is not spilling light everywhere, the shot is a little more dramatic in my opinion. The light coming from the bounced muslin was harder to control. This is not a bad thing, it's just different. Another look, another option. Finally, I'm going to go for a very contrasty look. Instead of using the white reflector as the fill, I'm going to use the black side to deepen our shadows. This is negative fill. I'm also going to add a blue gel to our background light to give it a moonlight look. It's yet another look we have created by just making a few adjustments. Well, that concludes this video. I hope that you found it useful. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.